Thank you, Subhashji. Okay, Mr. Coordinator Subhashji, Dr. Ramnaran Kondangwa, Dr. Ramesh Isam, Santosh Limbu, other speakers and participants. I am really happy to hear your experiences there and the way how you presented them in a foreign language. I am really very happy. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all of you for the special quality you have shown here in a foreign language, let's say international language like English. I have never thought that our people could speak English in such a way. And sometimes, I might have been very, what shall I say? I don't know that word. Very humiliating. I would have been very humiliating to our people by saying people like Santosh that, well, if you are appointed to the post of ambassador, how would you just hold conversation with foreign dignitaries? Will you show gesture for certain expressions like that? And, he used to say that, well, I'm not that bad. I could, easily make good conversation. He would say, but, I didn't have that confidence. But now, you see, confidence building is there. I have attended conferences in Tribhuvan University and Singapore, in Great Britain, and also in many universities of India. And I know their command of English language. Therefore, I am very happy and I am confident that you could hold, nice discussion in English. And I hope you will continue such discussion in the days to come. But what I would suggest is that you should hold discussion on certain issues that, relates to all the people. Like you have a discussion on the present condition, present state of our nation, like the issue of Mahakali, like that. Border issue, you can hold conversation where other participants would also come and you will be the speaker there as other people have done it, you see. And you can hold conversation on the, education system of Nepal, now how we can improve the system like that. In such a, national or international issues, you can hold debates and discussion that will pull the attraction of other people. Then just other people have done. In the same way, you can also make them participants, your observers, and you can share your ideas with them. You can do this. Okay, this is my suggestion only. And as far as now the subject matter is concerned, I have heard everybody's experience, you see. And, when I heard your experience, you see, it drove me back to my childhood days. And I think especially Ramjula Teyung's narration represents all our faith. That was in fact our condition. Our family was agro-based and our source of income was nothing but only rice and grains And our cash income, source of cash income was piglet, chickens, you see, that he goats, these were the source of income. And sometimes what happened? Now, in order to pay fee, you would have to sell your chicken in the market. The market used to take place once a week, you see. And there, you see, you'd go carrying your chicken or piglet, you see, and go there for a sale. And you would wait all day long and still nobody would come and buy it. And you'd have to return piglets and chicken back again. This was our condition. And moreover, you see, the rice grown would hardly be, sufficient for your eating, for your food, you see. And you will have to, buy grain also, you see, for eating. That was the condition. And another condition was all the family members were busy. Why? Now, since our family was agro-based, we have to plow land. For that matter, we have to have a pair of oxen. We must have, and we must have cows to have milk or to have, ghee, you see. And we must have goat in order to, for meat or for, cash, pigs, these things. For so many things, you see, to take care of, human source must. All our family members, from our father, mother, our daughters, our sisters, brothers, all used to engage in these activities. So school going was, it was very difficult, you see. So all the children of my village, of my age, they engage in such things. So now in such a situation, I think, you see, I studied. Why? Because, at that time, in that situation, the easiest work was to look after cows. That was the easiest work. Otherwise, you would have to plow the land. That was most difficult. Either you would have to go to steepy forest. There you will have to cut, grass. And after that, you make the load, carry it, and come to the house. So, sometimes you will get beaten by rainfall, and very, sports by the hard sun. Compared to this, going to school was easier. That's why I think I went there, and at that time I joined there. But you see, it was also a great sacrifice on the part of my sisters and my parents, because they were giving me free time to go to school. So this is our case as and we didn't have, we never imagined when going up Kathmandu or going up other places, right? Because we didn't have to go there. It was beyond our imagination. So now this was our, common experience. And who were well-to-do in our village, who could afford money? Only those Gorkha recruited, who were called recruited in common parlance. They only had money, you see. But in our time, even recruiters were not so, so well-to-do at that time, because their salary was, not so high at that time. Only after, I think 2030, you see, their salary increased and became well-to-do, all right? And they started just educating their children. But now again, what happened? Our community had suffered in two ways. Our community suffered in the first because they had no money. And again after that, they suffered because they had money. These Gorkha
Yeah.
going to Hong Kong and Britain, leaving their, wife and children here in Dharan or Pokhara or some, urban areas, and then go there. And no, guardian here to take care of, children. And as a result, what happened? The children, instead of being good education, rightly educated, they started taking a bad way. As a result, they were not educated, and we see now the condition. Well, all right. So now we are in such a situation right now. And we are losing both things. Now our situation, on the one hand, we are talking about our culture, our language, our identity, we are talking. On the other hand, we are just losing these things. We are just, migrating to USA, to the USA, to the UK there. And we live there, selling all our belongings here, property here. And on the other hand, from there, we are just, raising the slogan of Limbu nationalism and preservation of Limbu language, Limbu culture. Now, these, diametrically opposite ideas, how can we yoke together? No, this is the problem, you see. So now, we don't know our language. We don't speak our Limbu language, but we are proud of our being Limbu, you see. And we don't know our culture, but we feel very proud of being Limbu, and we never tired. We are never tired of speaking of Limbu culture and Limbu language. Now, this is an irony. So what should we do in such a situation? How should we preserve our language, our culture, and show ourselves as a Limbu in this, multilingual, multicultural, multi-religious society, Nepal? This is a challenge. Now, I have met several people of Limbu community talking about Limbu culture, Limbu language, Limbu religion. But what I found is many of them could not speak in Limbu while discussing with me in the language. And they don't know how to write. And they say, they give the reason why. Why can't you read and write? Why can't you speak in Limbu? They said that, in our time, Panchayat was there and it used to suppress us. Therefore, we didn't learn it at that time. So we don't know, they said. But my question is, you see, now it has been almost 30 years, over 30 years that, Panchayat, dictatorship was collapsed. It was over 30 years. Now, all right, during Panchayat system, they were not allowed. But after that, if they love their language so much, and if they, learn how to champion, you see, but they are not doing this thing. They are simply talking. So by showing the type of nationalism would lead us where? Where would we go? Now we, conscious people of Limbu community should, pay our special attention to this thing. All right. Therefore, my suggestion is to the entire community is now, due to the development of science and technology, the world has become just like a village. We cannot ignore this fact. You see, the globe, as Dr. Kondong was saying, is on our palm, within our palm. We cannot ignore it. But at the same time, we should also think that our culture is just like a mosaic. You see, the entire university is a mosaic, and within that mosaic, there is also an existence of Limbu community. That point should be there. So for that matter, what we should do is, now English language has no alternative. Now Nepali language has no alternative. If we say that you don't need to learn English, why should you learn English? Why should you learn Nepali? If we say things like that, now it means we are sending our children, we are sending our juniors to the primitive age. That is not the right solution. The right solution is, you see, we have to encourage our children to learn English, Nepali, if possible Hindi, but in alternative, in optional subject, for the sake of our community, for the preservation of language and culture, they have to study, they have to read, you see, Limbu as an optional subject. Now, if they choose otherwise, it's as a medium of instruction or as a subject, not so much better, you see. But at least they should opt for compulsory subject there. You say, sorry, optional subject, so that we can preserve our language. And once we preserve our language, we also preserve our culture. That's why my request to you, all members of entire Limbu community, is just to take forward this agenda. Now, finally, well, once again, I would like to thank our Subhas Tenyung ji. I don't know how to Subhas Nembang ji, Subhas Tenyung ji, I see on the screen. What happened to you? Even Maruhang also gave me the same kind of impression last time. To Maruhang belonging, were holding discussion, I saw, and it was just made as if two different people were holding conversation. So I see them. So once again, I highly appreciate Dr. Kondongwar because of his very good, presentation. Our Dr. Kondongwar's presentation can be more than anyone's. I should not use anyone's, but far better than the universities. Many of the university professors speak, you see, in the English language, because I tell you very frankly that most of the professors, you see, of another department except English cannot, speak English. You see, I have seen their, miserable condition while holding lecture series, inviting foreign ambassadors to Sinas. You see, when I invited Nepalese, leaders for a talk, and after the lecture was over, so many hands used to be raised. You see, we all wanted to ask. But when British ambassador gave lecture, and his lecture was over, and questions were expected, then hardly a few hands used to be raised. You see, that's why I am again giving you thanks, you see, to you, because you are, I have seen your, capacity. I am really pleased, you see, and I am sure that, I am confident that you can hold any discussions, any conversation, deliver any type of lecture, write any article in English language. So I wish you go ahead with your, practice, continue this dialogue series or lecture series, whatever you name it, and I wish you all the best. And with these words, I declare this, seminar.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir. And now, as a host, I thanking you all. Would like to end the program despite